Alright, so we're going to get started today. Really, I got a couple decks I want to show. The first one we're going to be going toward is Vampires, and then we'll work on this one afterwards. I don't think I'll make any tweaks, but let's take a look and see what we can see. So, about the deck, really we're just focused on Cruel Celebrant and getting a lot of Vampires out there. It seems to be working pretty well. There are a couple cards that will need to be replaced when the next set comes out, but for the time being, I think this is a fun one to give a shot. So, let's run it. I'll explain cards as they come up throughout the games. So. As with most of the arena streams I do, I don't expect this to get past 20 minutes or so. We'll try to get 3 or 4 matches in and see what happens. Just hoping we can get 1 or 2 good examples of how the deck is supposed to run. So, I know the meta is pretty overloaded with specific decks, Simic decks, and stuff right now, but I feel like they've been pairing it up based on what you're playing. So, Call to Feast, which is awesome. I don't like that we don't have white mana. London Mulligan, you know. Yeah, this I'll keep, and I'll throw a Sorin to the bottom. Okay. So, yeah, not a very fast start, but that's okay. Looks like we're playing something of a similar matchup. We do expect to gain life eventually to kind of hold this out. Taking 1 damage a turn, I'm fine until I get down to like 12 or 13, even if they're gaining a lot of life. Having Mortify as an instant in hand if they play something big is nice. Pausing right there lets them know that we have an instant, so we're basically baiting them out. Yeah, they're not going to play anything, that's fine. Okay. Okay, so they're going to be throwing 1 at a turn, and I'm gaining +2. Next turn, I can just pop whatever with a Mortify. And then we got a lifelink. Yeah, you know what? I think this is actually worth it. If they got something to kill him, that's fine. That's what it is. They're not going to be able to keep up with this plus ability with the current board state. So. Plus, this gives whatever I've got flying, and well, no, gives whatever I have lifelink. That's the more important part here. Okay, so they still don't have anything, which is kind of surprising. We're going to play this out. I'm expecting it to get murdered, honestly. Because they got a full hand of action if they haven't been able to play any additional creatures. Murder. -5/-5, okay. So that went to exile, so the minus doesn't work in that instance. Okay. Not everything they have is going to send our stuff into exile, at least I don't expect it to, so. For the time being, we'll just continue to throw things and get it up, up, up. Okay. So we're just going to get back Epicure Blood. We're going to get down Cruel Celebrant and have Mortify up. That wasn't great for them. Okay. We still got Mortify up in case they play something big. Let's see what they target. Okay, targeting that, and then we're going to pay this. We're going to sacrifice this. Okay. And we can still block the Banehound. Okay, we got 2 Mortifies. And we've got... Okay, I'm going to let this go. Ravenous Chupacabra, I expect to come down. Pop Cruel Celebrant, it's fine. I'm not going to mortify a Banehound. I will mortify that. That's a no. Okay, so if they go all in on attacking Soren, I will block with all of my little vampires. Okay. This is a pretty even match at this point. I actually kind of like this matchup. We're going to be able to play out our deck a little bit. My goodness. Endless Ravenous Chupacabras. Okay, so... And then throw 2 at Soren. Okay. Alright. Choices, choices. Okay, well, we're gonna plus this no matter what. I think we're gonna mortify this and then return. I don't want to quite use this yet. I'm gonna say that we're gonna pass. I think I'm gonna do this so that they can't activate it next turn. And I'm gonna let it go. Because I actually want to use the double life total, lose half. Another Ravenous Chupacabra. Okay. This is an interesting match. I mean, I think we're in a better position, honestly. There's a Ravenous Chupacabra. So we're gonna plus this. Well, okay, we got thoughts here. I played this, Ravenous Chupacabra comes down, kills it. Yeah, they get 4 in at Soren, and it dies. So I think what we're doing here is minusing it. And we're going to minus it 2 to get back this. And I'm going to bait out. I'm going to bait out a Ravenous Chupacabra on this. I mean, yeah, from a life totals perspective, the opponent's not in a great spot. They can throw 6 points of damage at us for 10 turns, and I'm sure it'll draw out, you know. But, like, it's interesting. So, curious what they got in hand. Alright. Let's roll this way. That way, next turn, if it's still alive, we can swing with it. If they block, we trigger a Regal Bloodlord and get a 1/1 bat with flying. It's dependent. If they attack, I'm not really... Yeah, they sacked. Okay, okay. Huh. If it's alive is the key words there. We got time. We're at 47 life. I do expect their deck is probably like full of just kill spells. But I gotta say, we're both running pretty limited on card draw at the moment. Soren makes our graveyard part of our hand, which is really nice. Uh-huh. So if they swing out and expect us to block, they're joking with themselves. If we draw another, yeah, I don't super care. Okay. No. We're just trying to build a board state. That won't help. I'm good. Maybe we draw another one of the double your life total things. It's kind of funny. So now we're in a position we can block the Ravenous Chupacabras. They have to kill one of the Legion Lieutenants if they want to keep swinging. Hoping to draw a Gravedigger, probably. Whatever they drew, they might not play it. Yeah. I'd love a Call to Feast. I'd be pretty happy with that. And okay, so they board wiped. You can swing with Massacre, but it's fine. Yeah, that's right. It's too low on life. If we gain the double and minus thing, it goes down to 3, they get in. Oh, that's what it is. It's kind of an awkward position for him. So here's the plan. Yeah, that's a fun one. Okay. So we get to kill Massacre Girl and maybe be left with 1 soldier. Kill spells for days. Oh my gosh, that's nice. I mean, this has been a really entertaining game. I'm at 34 cards, at 25 cards. The Sorin kind of draws us out of it. 2 lands in a row is not fun, but it's not like they can counter this. Yeah, they're gonna have to use a kill spell on a. Okay, that was a fun game. Yeah, I don't know. It could have gone either way. Honestly, we were top decking, so fun. All right, yeah. So we'll run it back. I'll go over the deck a little bit more now that you've seen 1 match to play it out. So again, we do have 2 of the Revival Revenges in the deck. That gives us a chance to at least double it again if we get down. We are running 4 Sorens. They really make it so that we can just get back whatever we got in our graves. We got plenty of board wipe effects and that kind of thing. It ran how it's supposed to run. So frankly, all their kill spells weren't even able to keep up with the recursion. So we'll see. Okay. I do need to get to 4 mana. I don't like starting a 2 land. Alright, we're gonna keep a 2 lander. Ooh, that hurts. No, we're gonna go. Okay, yeah, that feels better. We're gonna keep 6. We're not in a position for Call to Feast yet. This is to trigger. Well, you know what? Let's keep that. I'd rather have more bodies than 1 vampire. Even if I have to wait 1 more turn. But that doesn't guarantee that we have something to play. Yeah, we'll keep it. Alright. Alright, yeah, now I'm happy. Oh, not a mentor deck. Man, it's been a while since I've seen one of those. Nightmare would be a plains, and then that 3-mana goblin that creates a 1/1 token and gets mentored by this. They're thinking. I don't know what they're like thinking that we have. But... Okay. So the Kaya's Wrath will be useful when if we draw into it. Preferably next turn would probably be nice for that, and I would happily take advantage of it, even with all the small 1-drops out there. Okay, for the sake of stabilizing, I think we're looking at Call to Feast next. Throwing 2 at the Stalwart, 1 at the other dude. Yeah, that's where we're at. Thing is, we got plenty of lifelink in the deck, so at least until we start like being able to drop our bigger things, we shouldn't necessarily worry about this. I do expect a pump spell, possibly giving it first strike. That's okay. I'm going to take 6, yeah. See if you want to save it. Oh, does it have first strike? Well, whoops. That's a punt. Alright, punt number 1 for the day. Ouch. Didn't even get the lifelink off it. Oh, it burned. That one hurt. Okay. I think we're on this plan. We're getting to a low life total where I don't really want to play with it. Well, we're dead, aren't we? Yeah, that game was a hardcore punt. Yeah. Well, don't blame the deck, blame the player. Blame the player. Yeah, not bad on that one. We'll give it one more run through. I don't know. I feel like we should be able to beat Boros. But what would I have done differently? For YouTube, if you would have seen a different out on that turn instead of playing Call to Feast for the 3-drops, let me know what you think it would have been. Maybe we just had bad draws there. I know I obviously blocked incorrectly. That would have given us one more turn. Yeah, one turn could mean that in that deck. And gain enough life. Okay, again, need land. I'll take it. We'll throw up Akira on the bottom. We were a little bit too slow for Boros there. And the vampires are really in the deck to trigger lifelink to get bats occasionally. It's just dependent. So. Hey, there's a Kaya's Wrath. That's not the first time we've seen that, is it? Okay, we are hoping to draw land here. Fun. Okay, so this is partially featuring our opponent's deck. I love this deck. I don't think I've run my personal one yet, but we will have to go over it. Okay. Thoughts here being we can start to get out of reach of them. They try to throw something at it. We'll actually block with the 3/1 next turn. Contrary, I'm just going to go. If they want to pump it and kill it, it gets a pump spell out of their hand. I'll take it. I think the odds of Soren dying next turn are very low. So, unless they got a riot thing, which is a thing in Gruul at the moment, worth noting. That was really just to see how our opponent would react. Okay, so they didn't even bother. All right, let's see here. I'm thinking we do Teysa. Well, let's plus it. So if we throw a soldier and the vampire at this, they possibly have a first strike pump spell. I don't know. I always am, I always think about sure strike and basic pump spells that people don't really include in their decks because they don't do enough, but they still are blowouts if they get them. So, personal opinion. That's what it is. Nice. Okay, so another one. Not even gonna bother. Okay. So we got Kaya's Wrath as a backdoor there. I'm thinking we're gonna throw another one of these down. This guy's just gonna get out of reach here soon. We got so much lifelink on the board. They need to honestly wipe or do everything -1/-1. That would be really helpful for them right now. But this is where the whole not playing 3 games against your opponent kind of comes into handy for us in the case of a deck like this. Okay. So it's kind of funny. We're getting to the point that if we get Epicuro Blood or whatever, and we just board wipe, it'd be kind of funny. I don't know. I think it's any creature on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Trigger 10 times, go down to 3. I mean, I'm guessing we're 3 turns away from that if nothing like crazy happens. So, it means we have to draw it in 3 turns, and I can do something silly. Opponent's thinking, our board state's getting dumb. Okay. I'll ping you till you're dead. Happily. I mean, I know swinging out's like not a great thing to do right now, and we have another Soren in hand. I'm just on the pass plan. We're waiting for them to make action. They're not going to have discard. They're not in black. I'm kind of excited for when something finally does happen here. I honestly, I'm not even sure that they might just scoop at some point because they still can't really attack. And maybe they do attack, and then I can pull the Wrath. I'm curious. Yeah, I don't know. They're just okay. I mean, that's kind of what we were looking for. It's really funny. So what happens if we swing in? They're forced to block 4/4, 4/4. They probably do these two against those, or this, and then one of those. They eat that, eat that, eat that. Yeah, so we're just not in the position to attack necessarily, but we have got a great blocking force. Like, when they start making the dragons, honestly, I don't even care. It means they have less blockers because they're probably going to want to swing with it. I expect him to sack one and create a 5/5 and then draw a card off of the Majesty. Plan on beating us in the air? I don't know. Thing is, we got so much lifelink on the board, they're probably just like, how are we going to win? Unless they just think they're going to trample over us. I mean, they know we're probably running board wipes. This is funny. Do we even do it? Or do we just hold it back? Honestly, I think we just hold it back. I want to be able to rebuild, so I'm not even going to play that. Sacrifice it, make a... Yeah, okay. What, throw 5 at Soren this next turn? Curious. I'm kind of hoping they drop like Italy or something. I'm not even bothering going for Soren, he's too big at this point. Okay. I mean, that's kind of funny. I think we're going to kill Regisaur Alpha with this. And then we still have enough to wipe if it doesn't end up in our favor. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Because if they sack this, make a 5/5, we can kill the 5/5. Yeah. Curious. Okay. Okay. I expect him to sack this before damage. Okay. We get back that next turn. Okay. 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 So we're not even gonna gain. We're not even gonna gain lifelink off of one of these, right? Of that. I'm not trying to Wrath yet. Okay, yeah, so we're going to take another 5 after this. Okay. Careful how you attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or wait, no. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have to leave just about everything back. I mean, the dream would be Epicure Blood again. I'm not blocking that. What, you swing out? Sure, go for it. Sure. Okay. Math is for blockers, I get it. Yeah, I mean, next turn's probably Kai's Wrath turn after swinging out. Unless they just don't even swing. Really? 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 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 total. It was a land on mine. I don't know what it was on theirs. And they got 4 blockers, 4 damage. They're dead. No blocks. They're going to be sad. They don't see how I win. But the trick is Soren. So. Alright, let's be careful here. Choose the legendary permanent that you wish to keep. Others will go to the graveyard. We want to keep that. We want to trigger that. I mean, the thing is, they didn't know we had the Wrath in hand still, so. Yep. Alright. So, first round was good. We didn't really get to see a bunch of bats getting made. This tokens can't go crazy on this deck, because obviously we can gain a lot of life. Soren, you saw the usefulness of him in this deck, specifically due to the fact that there's a bunch of vampires. Overall, I think it's good. Yeah, take it, mess with it. In rotation, yeah, maybe we lose a couple of important cards. I mean, specifically, what? Where's that +1/+1 guy? Legion Lieutenant. Yeah. So it depends a lot with what comes out in the next set. The liveliness of vampires. Honestly, I like this deck. That's what it is at the end of the day. So, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you again soon.